I am the co-founder and CEO of Be Local Marketing. And at Be Local, we are a digital marketing agency focused on supporting the marketing needs of many small businesses, many professional services companies like lawyers and financial advisors, et cetera, as well as pet food company, technology companies, so small businesses of all shapes and sizes, as well as many well-known franchise locations. And really, we're focused on location-based marketing, so helping those franchisees market their businesses locally. And you may know a few of them that we work with. Edible Arrangements is our largest franchise group. We also work with a handful of QSRs, so The Simple Greek, as well as Brick and Spoon, which is a great breakfast and lunch spot down in the South, as well as a handful of others that we're in the works with right now. So we're very excited about that. Well, we had a few problems, Xavier, as you know, really a variety of business challenges, but our main priorities when we reached out to you were really determining our path to growth. So creating that roadmap to help us understand how can we get from where we are today to where we want to be in 5 years. And as part of that, really identifying what were our major roadblocks. We have several, as many businesses do, especially as you are still kind of young in your development. But we really needed help identifying which of those roadblocks were the most imperative to solve at this time. And then once we develop those, the path to growth and then our roadblocks is really understanding how can we create a plan with specific goals and deadlines to keep us accountable, because we often get distracted in our day-to-day with client work and agency deliverables. And then I think probably the biggest challenge that we have is, as part of all of that, how do we scale? How do we go from where we are right now to a much bigger agency? One of our biggest challenges is that myself and my business partner and my husband, Drew, are very involved in everything. We have our hands in every client every day. And while we have a phenomenal team who is very capable of doing exceptional work, we find ourselves getting involved in a lot of the day-to-day. So really determining how do we get from where we are right now to building a plan for the agency where we can start to broaden, bring on more clients, and kind of break that need to be involved so heavily in the day-to-day. That's a great question. So, I mean, in short, it's because we trust you. Obviously, we work together at the corporate office of Edible. On the senior leadership team there, and we know what you're capable of and how objective and strategically focused you are. Plus, you have this innate ability to compartmentalize pretty big challenges into digestible pieces and outline an actionable plan. So, we really needed somebody who could help us not only create a high-level strategy, but then actually figure out how to get that done. And kind of chase us around and, help us determine, what are your priorities and making sure that we're actually getting those things done. And you've been a phenomenal help in all of those different areas. But, we trust you. We know that you are a smart guy and, have the experience that's necessary to really help us build a plan for growth that's going to be successful. I think a few things to answer that question. I'm not sure that one I value more than the other, but the first I would say is the structure and the output of our strategy meetings was really valuable for me personally. I found that I was accountable to you to get the work done. And, if I said I was going to do it, I had to get it done in order to achieve the milestones that we had aligned on. And I knew that you were going to be following up with me to get those things done. So, going through the process of identifying who we are, who we're marketing to, What are our big, hairy, audacious goals? Where do we want to be in 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 5 years, 10 years? That work was really critically important. But then, okay, how do we get there? How do we meet all of those milestones, and making sure that I had someone, making sure that I was going to actually do all of the things that I said I was going to do. So that's one piece that for me was really important. But then also, I would say a tremendous value that you bring to the table is your thought leadership, your experience, and accountability. Really proved very valuable to our team. And the fact that you're very flexible also. Our business is constantly evolving, as you know, and you are always very accommodating when we change gears, which happens often. I think we've been working together a little over a year now, and we've kind of changed directions a few times, and you're always really flexible in your ability to pivot and sometimes scrap what we may have been working on and change gears to focus on new priorities and challenges. So I would tell them to hire Xavier if they're seeking a business coach who will be supportive yet challenging, who will never just be a yes man. I think that that's been really helpful to us too. You always are, while you support us in all of our goals and dreams, you are not just going to tell us yes, yes, like you will challenge when appropriate and really make us work through those hard conversations. And, we've had many tough conversations, and I think that you've always been a really objective voice and presence in the room, which is very helpful. You don't bring a lot of emotion to the table in these conversations, which is extraordinarily helpful. And I think as a business coach for any business, it's important to be able to look at things really objectively. And while you work in many different types of relationships in your business, whether it's your team or, outside partners, in my case, my husband, there are going to be emotional and fiery discussions that happen. And it's really important to have a coach who is able to just stay objective and kind of ground the conversation back in the priorities of the agency and the purpose of, what you're here to achieve. And then you hold our feet to the fire. So if somebody's looking for a coach who's going to help you draft that plan, but then also make sure that you're actually getting the things done that need to get done in order to achieve the results that you're looking for, that's very helpful. And I actually think that that's a gap that many coaches do have, is they will help you set the strategy and put the plan in place, but they're not that great at kind of the nitty-gritty details of the plan. And hey, last month you said you were going to do this, and where are you with that? And if you didn't get it done, like, how can I help you, get over that roadblock or remove that roadblock so you can get that done? And sometimes we've said to you, like, hey, we can't take this on because of X, Y, and Z. And you will be the first one to push back and say, no, like, you guys, you said that this is one of your major objectives. So let's work together to figure out how to get that done. So that has been really helpful, and I think would be very valuable to any business who's really looking for support on a high level, and then down kind of on the ground, getting the work done. And then lastly, I think that you genuinely care. So if somebody is looking for a coach who is going to be as invested in the results and the growth of the business as the key stakeholders, that's Xavier. You genuinely care about the people that you work with and your partners, and I think that you treat the business as if it were your own. So all of those reasons, I would tell them to definitely work with you. You've been a pleasure to work with, a great friend to us, and a great mentor for myself and for Drew. And for our team, it's really great that they see that we have a professional and experienced business coach, and they see that we are taking the time and the energy to partner with someone who brings a lot of added value to the table in order to grow our agency. And I think that they see a tremendous amount of value in that as well. No, I think that, if anyone is looking for, a business coach, and you're kind of on the fence as to the value that it brings to the table, I would say, give it a shot. It's really, I'm not sure that if we didn't know you from the past, that we would have taken the leap of faith to partner with you on coaching services. But it really has already proven the value and in a return on the investment for Be Local for sure. We have now a plan in place where we're going to be able to meet our financial milestones, that is going to really bode well for us in the long term. And I think that, anyone who's hesitant, I would be happy to take a call or give you a referral, or, chat through any questions that someone has about working with a coach such as yourself. And, the results of the Ambrose Growth Business Coaching has been a tremendous added value for Be Local Marketing. And we are so appreciative of your support and your guidance, and look forward to our continued partnership as we move through this next crazy year, 2021 and beyond.